Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your Week 14 edition of the Commissioner's Address for the Border NFL Gurus. Um, let's see, we got some major lightage going on there. There we go. That's a little better. Um, well, stage is set. This will be my last regular season Commissioner's Address as we move into Week 1 of our playoffs next week. Um, all 8 seeds are solidified. Um, the rest of you clowns will move down to the consolation round or the little boys round. So tough break, boys, but there's always next year. See my playoff beard's coming in rather nicely. So hopefully get to keep that baby going. But I'm gonna get right into her. Got a couple things I want to get to here. So starting out with Billy Large versus Iggy. Billy Large picking up the win here, led by Le'Veon Bell with 41 points. Accounted for almost half of his points this week. So nice showing there. Leaves Billy at 9-5. Leaves him in the 4 seed. Beating up Iggy, who put up 68. He choked in a week when he really couldn't, which relegates him to the consolation round. So tough first year, Iggy. You'll be back next year. Moving over to Stallions and Suck My Ditka. Stallions with a decent week, putting up 120.5. Wasn't enough though. Suck My Ditka, 138.5. Locking them into the 8 seed gives them a first round date with Taco. So well done. Won when they had to. Led by Russell Wilson and Joik Bell. Joik Bell with 25. We'll come back to Joik in a bit. He's part of my playoff predictions. So yeah, that leaves Stallions in the 6 seed. So they're both in the playoffs, and away we go. Moving over to Let Her Happen Cap'n versus Vic Sturdy Dogs. Cap'n takes this one at 10-4, or leaves him at 10-4. Drops Vic Sturdy Dogs down to 5-9 and drops him into the consolation round. Takes her by a score of 109.5 to 100.5. Huge night by Julio Jones, just wasn't enough for Flash. Let Her Happen Cap and counterpunched with Jordy Nelson. So wasn't enough. Good game, but just couldn't get her done. Mighty Ducks beating up Sacco 125.5 to 54. I mean, that's just ugly. That leaves Reed at 4-10 and leaves I'll Miss You Sacco at 7-7. Reed didn't even set a lineup. I mean, he started Reggie Bush again this week, but he actually played. But yeah, hopefully this isn't a sign of things to come for Sacco, because that's a piss poor showing. Moving over to password is Taco. Over I get Percy once a week. Taco takes this one easy, 107 to 68, leaving him with our number 1 seed going in. Obviously, Percy's going to fall to the consolation round. Fucking guy finishes 3-11. Basement dwelling all year. Why would that change now? And our final game, Vinegar Strokes versus Joe Buck Yourself. 108.5 to 107. This one was a nail biter right to the end. Vinegar Strokes taking it, leaving him at 10-4. Joe Buck Yourself finished up at 7-7 and sits in the 5 seed. It's got a first round date with Billy Spence, so should be good. Our blowout of the week. You guessed her, boys and girls. That belongs to I'll Miss You Sacco. Got blown out by 73 points this week by a team that was 4-10. Yeah, hopefully things turn around for you, buddy, heading into week 1, because your matchups are about to get a whole lot tougher. Our jackass of the week is... It's only going to work once again. Fine. Our jackass of the week this week is going to go to Taco. Why? Because he hasn't been the jackass of the week all year, and I felt like it. So congratulations, Taco. You are our jackass of the week, leading right into the playoffs. So it's going to be great. Right now, I'd like to just pay homage to our fallen teams here to the consolation round. Sad day. Gentlemen, there's always next year. You know who I'm talking to. Reed, Mike Clegg, Iggy, and Derek Flash. You'll make up the consolation pool. It's good having you around, but it's time the big boys settle things once and for all. So good luck with your consolation playoffs, and I'm sure nobody will be watching because nobody will really give a shit. So couple quick playoff predictions here. Just moving into our actual week 1 settings, we got Taco versus the Bears. Suck my Ditka. Prediction for this one: Joik Bell got Suck my Ditka there with 2 strong performances in the past 2 weeks. This week, he will be the death of Suck my Ditka. You heard it here first. Moving over to Mr. Mike Prosser, Vinegar Strokes, taking on the Stallions. Prediction here: quarterback troubles all year for Vinegar Strokes. They will continue. DeMarco Murray will lead Stallions to the next round. There, you heard it here first. Let Her Happen Cap'n versus I'll Miss You Sacco. This is Sacco's first trip to the show, so you know what? This is going to be our first round upset. I'm taking I'll Miss You Sacco over Cap'n. Colin Kaepernick himself is a mess right now. The only hope that Kaepernick or Let Her Happen Cap'n has is that those waiver wire running backs keep them going. But I'm gonna take I'll Miss You Sacco in this one. Yeah, it's a bold prediction, I know, because he just got blown out by the Mighty Ducks. But I'm not betting any money on it. But that's what I'm thinking. And moving into our 4 versus 5 seed, we got Billy Large versus Joe Buck Yourself. Key injury to Joe Buck Yourself this week with Brandon Marshall. Let's see that waiver wire prowess. Let's see how it works. Manning's got a tough matchup with the San Diego defense, which actually isn't that bad. So obviously, prediction: Joe Buck Yourself moving on to the next round. So good luck, Billy. You're going to need her, buddy. Coming out hot. So that is my last regular season commissioner's address of the year. Don't worry. Playoff editions will be available after the playoff weeks. And, I'm going to throw in a couple new segments here and there. It's going to be great. So good luck, everybody. Week 1 here. Play that wire. All hail the commish.